G6K.
Hey, what up, Chris? This a hit, not a one and done. Every scene on the screen is a one and one. Tune in with a friend, we got more to come. Conversation topics never end, cause we got a ton. We gon' shoot it while we can, we don't get enough. Strong team, chasing dreams, so we level up. You won't see a thing by the stream, that's just how it's done. Working all day and night till we number one. What up, Chris? What up, Chris? What up, Chris? Got a lot of hits, but it ain't nothing like this. Hey, what up, Chris? What up, Chris? What up, Chris? Hey, what up?
Chris from What's Up, Chris podcast. This is Don Twin.
I'm Damon Dixon.
And we have a special guest in house tonight, former Minnesota Viking Bryant Mckinnie. Upset Super Bowl champ, Baltimore.
Yeah, please don't forget.
First of all, while playing football, who influenced you the most in the sports world?
Like who did I look up to?
Yes.
Yeah.
I was a big Reggie White fan. Grew up in South Jersey. He was the Eagles, player at the time. So I was a big Reggie White fan. And I followed him to Green Bay, Carolina Panthers, everywhere. So I was a big fan of him. I like how he was able to just lift people up that home field. You know what I mean? So I was a big fan of his.
Yeah. Well, most football players.
And I got a chance to meet him.
Did you?
Yeah. So when I was coming out of college, he ended up working for an agent, I think. He had been Baltimore or somebody. And he came to me with the, kind of like recruit me for that agent. So I got a chance to meet him. He brought like autographs, signed jerseys, and things like that too. So yeah, that was great. I got a chance to actually meet him.
Especially you the legend too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that was definitely, So most of the time they say most football players have like a ritual where they do before games. It's sort of like a superstitious type thing. Did you have one of those?
Yeah. And it started with started the night before.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Well, it started the night before.
You have your team snack and all that stuff, but I was go upstairs and eat cereal in my room, and I couldn't order room service at the hotel. The 2 times I ordered room service, once in college and once in the league, I got injured and tore my meniscus. Ain't that crazy? Yeah, the 2 times I ever ordered. So I was like, wow. I did it once in college, and then I was like, a couple years in the league, I was like, I think I can order room service. Maybe it was a fluke. I got injured. Wow. So I never ordered room service at the hotel. I do like the little team snack, and then I always have cereal. So like they knew when we was on the road, they had my cereal in the bag.
What kind of cereal?
It was like Frosted Flakes. It was different like little brands of cereal.
Okay.
And they I had a rider. I was the only one. Like artists have riders.
Right.
And then it carried over somehow when I got to Baltimore, like they knew already. So that
They
were they were like,
they wanted to make you happy.
cereal.
They want to make you happy. They like
Somebody
got
on the
Big
social
Brian coming
media
in here. We
message.
need him to eat right. Okay.
Right. So that, and then the game day, you do your same thing. Like you go in there, I go through the media guide before I do anything else. Sit there in my locker, go through the media guide. You do dumb stuff like get the same ankle tape first. Like it's the same process of getting dressed. It's like you kind of mimic that same exact everything getting stretched at the end of the after you're dressed. Like it's a whole little routine that you have that.
Yeah, I can relate.
And if you break that routine, you just kind of feel like, oh, things not gonna go right.
Exactly.
I don't know. It's just weird, but you try to stick to it though. But yeah,
Man, you're gonna have some bad luck after you break their routine.
Right.
Yeah. You didn't get no endorsement deal with no brand, cereal brand?
Nobody really knew it, but I never made it like public that that's what I did.
Oh, okay.
So nobody knew except the team. And they made sure the home or away that he has a cereal set to the side.
Right.
So you didn't get it.
Right. They actually put it out there and publicized that I was out here eating Frosted Flakes and these different cereals the night before the game.
Come in and do
Right, but it was never put out there that that's what I.
Right. I got you.
They said you didn't feel great.
Right.
Right.
I ate to feel great, right?
There you go. Hey, so how did you feel when you found out that you was being nominated for the University of Miami Hall of Fame?
I got in there like about 10 years ago, so you mean College Hall of Fame?
Yes.
I got nominated the year before, but I didn't know how the voting and stuff went, like tell people to vote, and then I didn't make it the year before. And then I was nominated again, and I just kind of was like, whatever.
If it happens.
How did that voting process go?
I still don't know.
Really?
I got a phone call. I got a phone
Two old
call.
guys from the Muppets.
I got a phone call from a lady named Jess. I know Jess from Venus. So Venus, she was Venus' former assistant. She now works for the alumni program at the University of Miami. And she called me and was like, "Hey, congratulations, you're in the Hall of Fame." And I wasn't even thinking College Hall of Fame because this just was never on my radar. I know I was nominated a couple months prior, but so when she called me from the school, so I'm like, I'm already in University of Miami Hall of Fame. She was like, no, college, overall college. I didn't hear nothing about this. And then she was like, oh, it'll be announced. Just so happened it was the day of the national championship game. She said it'll be announced before the game, like the people who made it. And I'm like, you sure? Because I didn't know how to tell people to vote. I didn't know anything about this whole situation.
Right.
And she was like, yeah, she said, you should get a letter or something. And I was like, okay, so,
They didn't give you any heads up?
they did, I didn't check the mail.
Oh.
It was in the mail. I went afterwards and checked it, and actually it was a letter and the football stuff in the mail saying congratulations. I hadn't just checked the mail though.
That was before the internet, right? Before the internet, right?
What do you mean before the internet?
I mean, you know, they send you emails through the internet. You know what I'm
a
saying?
couple months ago.
Oh, this was a couple months ago. Okay. All right.
Oh my God.
Just asking now. What you talking about back then, 10 years ago?
No, 10 years ago I've been in the internet 10 years ago too.
Yeah, but it wasn't as big as it is now.
Yes, it was.
Was it? No, well, I didn't think so. I don't know.
No, I said 10 years ago.
I'm an old guy, dude. You like, look, I got a son your age, so I'm a little older than you.
Well,
So,
listen, no, I'm saying 10 years ago I got into the University of Miami.
right, I know that. Yep.
But this is the college.
Okay.
So that's why I was saying, like,
Okay.
I was already in there.
All right.
So you been hanging around Chris.
Gotta help
He
us
still
all.
got a beeper, so.
Yeah, whatever.
You know what?
Whatever.
You just
No,
gotta
I
start.
don't. Anyway,
So
so
your mind is still stuck in that era.
craziest thing you ever done? When you got drafted into the NFL.
Well, what's crazy? What's considered crazy?
Well, I mean, did you ever
Life changes,
drive your car
different stuff,
fast,
yeah.
like over 100 miles an hour?
You date some girl
Yeah,
that sliced your
probably
tires?
You did?
You did?
I'm sure you did too.
No, I ain't never drove no car that
I
fast.
did.
No, I've never drove a car over 100 miles an hour at all.
It wasn't nobody really on the highway. I've made my car get up there before.
Okay,
Like nobody was out on the
I
highway.
was saying,
Okay.
because one of the players got pulled over on the freeway for going, like, what was it?
100
I think a lot of people.
140 or something like that?
I ain't go 140, but I definitely did at least 100 before.
Yeah, I've
You
never
never tried
did
to see
that.
your car
No,
get up to 100?
no, never. Mm-mm.
Not
I guess I was a
consistently,
little
but
bit
I've
too
done it
scared.
before.
I got a Coach Carter question. What do you fear the most?
About what?
Anything in general in life? Nothing at all.
Fear?
Fear.
That's a learned trait. That's something I ain't learned.
I believe that. I believe that.
It's the truth. You
Yeah.
look at babies,
Yeah,
they don't come here fearing nothing because they don't know.
Yeah.
A fear trait is a learned trait. You have to learn to fear things.
Yeah, yeah.
That's by watching other people's reactions and things like that.
Yeah.
Or letting people put stuff on you that they fear, and now all of a sudden you fear it too.
Right,
fear
right,
is not,
right.
Fear is not
Right.
a trait that you're born with. That's
Right,
a learned trait.
right,
Yeah.
right.
So fear, no. Fear what?
Your deepest regrets.
Probably should have wore gloves earlier in my career. I wasn't wearing gloves at all, and was banging and tearing my hands up a lot. And then when I finally started putting on gloves, I wanted to be able to feel, but I could just cut out the fingertips. But I feel like I was more effective
Right.
Yeah.
with them on. I was saving my hands from injury too.
Right, right.
So I definitely would have did that at definitely an earlier age. I broke my hand twice. Yeah, so I would definitely
crazy,
did that.
man.
Dislocated fingers. So I would definitely did that.
Yeah, I've been there.
Yeah.
That dislocation.
Seen both of mine.
Oh, wow. Yeah, we ain't sitting up like that.
I had surgery on this one because the ligament got caught in like the little socket too, so I had to have surgery on it.
Oh, wow. Wow.
I still ain't missed no games.
During your NFL career, who was your most favorite teammate you like?
I got a couple. It's hard to
you
just say
played
one because I have some from here and then I have some from Baltimore.
Okay.
From here, two of them are in town now. Chester Taylor and Troy Williamson was two of my favorite. Adrian Peterson was one of my favorite. And I say that because we all hung out on and off the
field.
The
Yeah.
field.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they were fun people. Tavares Jackson was one.
Okay.
Pat Williams. It was a few people who I was actually cool with in the locker room. I mean, I was social, so outside the locker room, we was hanging out. Brought the team closer together. In Baltimore, Ed Reed and I went to college together, so that was like, he's the only person I won the national championship and the Super Bowl with, So like him, Ray Rice, Michael Orr, just went to his wedding, top of this year.
Blindside.
Yeah. He's actually on the book tour. He'll be in Miami this or next week, I think. Torrey Smith. It was a couple guys on the
Okay.
on the Ravens too.
Have you, do you mentor young guys that come into the league at all?
They ask. Some ask, and I helped them out on advice. I think a lot of them feel like they don't want to keep bothering you. A lot of people always feel like they're bothering you if they ask questions.
Oh,
like that.
right.
I mean, if you need advice, I'm gonna give it to you.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? But
right.
Might not like it.
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, but you're asking for it, so
Right.
you want me to be honest. So
Yeah.
yeah, but a lot of guys feel like they're bothering you, so they always be like, I don't want to keep bothering you. I'm like, it's up to you.
Right.
You have the knowledge, I'll share it, but I'm not gonna chase you down about it.
Right.
Now, how does it feel to be playing with the Vikings all those years? You get traded to go and play with Baltimore, and you come out with a Super Bowl ring.
Shit, it felt good because in 2009 I thought I was about to come out with a Super Bowl ring here, and then the way it ended in New Orleans, it took me 11 years. Sorry, I keep cussing. It took me 11 years to get a Super Bowl ring and even get to a Super Bowl. So
Yeah.
I was happy because now I feel like okay, I done did everything that you could do.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Any
got it.
any ill feelings on the trade?
no, I wanted to kind of be able to experience something different at a certain point. Like now I was like, okay, I've been here all this time. Do I feel like my introduction here was good? No, but it was business.
Yeah.
I'm holding out. I had to hold out for like the first 8 games and stuff like that. So I knew people was like, he's holding out. It's business because as soon as they traded me, then what?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. And that seems to be a thing with a lot of the players.
it's
Yeah.
business. People
Right.
gotta understand
Right now,
that.
the Vikings.
I don't get emotion involved in if this is business. And once the business is complete, then it's family. But first, we got to get the business done first.
Right.
And
Exactly.
because at any moment they can say, okay, we had enough of him, and then what? I didn't handle my business properly, so now I got the short end of the stick. No,
No.
I'm gonna make sure I handle my business properly. And if something happens later on, then it happens. But I still got my business part
Exactly.
taken care of.
Exactly.
And to be so young, and then to be out there by myself at a certain point, that was a lot. And you had, rest his soul, Jim Brown. He kind of came to my aid and reached out and was talking to me and telling me to
Legend.
stay strong
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it's business. And
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's
I
dope.
just wanted to be fair. So, but from fan standpoint, they're like, this is our first pick, and he's not here, and it's like, it's business. If the Vikings decide to make any decision, y'all gonna look at it as business. But when the athlete is deciding to do something on their behalf, it's like we're being selfish or greedy.
Right,
It's like,
right,
no, it's
right,
not. With a
right,
small
right.
window to come in here and play a sport, you don't know how long. Because any given Sunday, you can go on that field and have a season injury or career-ending injury, and then that's it.
And
So
then
you
that's
have
it,
to make
yeah,
the proper
yeah.
business decisions for yourself
Yeah.
and your family.
So the Vikings didn't re-sign Devin Cook. You think that's a mistake for them? Because they right now, I watched the game the other night, and the running back situation didn't look that great. But, it's like you said, he's holding
Well,
out. He just
on their standpoint, they feel like it's business. They feel like they can save money with younger guys and hoping that this younger person can develop into what they need on the team. So
Right.
they have the whole preseason to figure out what the running back situation is going to do. If not, they'll bring somebody in.
Of course.
That's going to be less money than Davenport.
Exactly.
Because it's business.
Yeah, it's business.
You know what I'm
It's
saying? So
business.
you can't, and I try to explain it to some people too. It's your team, and that's who first brought you in, but it's business too. So
Right.
don't act like, oh, they did me dirty because this, that, other. Like, it's business.
Right. It's business. Yeah.
At the end of the
I
day.
feel you.
Yeah, it's business first.
So how are you enjoying your retirement?
I'm enjoying it a lot because I'm able to do things that I couldn't do. Because you got to remember, once you are in the league, there's no days off, there's no sick days. You can't call in
Right.
sick. You still got to go in.
Right.
Yeah.
And if you're sick, let us see that you're sick, and then you're gonna stay here,
Yeah.
and we'll make sure. Like, unless it's something contagious, then they'll send you home. But other than
Right,
that,
right.
you can't call in. There's no off days.
Yeah, you
Even-
can't be saying, hey, I had a couple drinks last night and I'm throwing up today.
And everything for us was always like, if you're late, it's a fine. If you miss something, it's a fine. If you're overweight, it's a fine. You was getting fined for every little thing. So it
Man,
kind of
that
taught you
sounds
how to be
familiar.
on point.
Right.
Yeah.
Phone go off in the meeting, fine. So my phone still on vibrate to this day. Like my phone never rings. You'll never hear my ringtone. It's always on vibrate.
Right.
So you kind of are built. You learn structure along
Right.
the way because you also don't want to keep being fined for things too.
Right. So is there anything you got going on now
Yeah.
that you want to let us in on that, your endeavors that you're doing?
So I have a company called Let's Chat, and we do language translation real time. So we do like websites. It's based on your device setting. So you don't have to do anything. We just put the little coding in. Based on your device setting, it comes up as that. So like we're on like University of Miami's website. So anybody who has like foreign exchange students, they can go in there and it'll just come up in their language automatically. We've done Game Pass for the past 2 years, looking to be third for the NFL.
Okay.
They were using 5 other languages, but they're looking to add more on as well. So we do the subtitling for them. We just signed Major League Soccer to start translating some of their playbooks and I guess some of their games as well. We're in food and beverage as well too. So we like Bojangles, Zaxby's, McDonald's. We have Coca-Cola.
What made you come up with that concept?
It actually, my partner, he created it. He went to school and learned how to do the coding and everything. I just happened to be in the right place at the right time.
Right.
I was in LA 2017 trying to escape a hurricane in Miami. So I left. At first I was gonna go to Atlanta and I said, that hurricane gonna do nothing but go straight up the whole East Coast and hit Atlanta too. So I went to, I didn't get one while I was out there. So I went out to LA because I was already planning to be in LA for a friend's birthday. Okay. I just went out there early and one of my friends had a meeting with them. They shot a music video at one of the guys' parents' house and they were explaining what they had going on and my friend, nephew, he went to the University of Miami, he was younger than me. His uncle's Flo Rider. Flo was shooting a video. Instead of going through his uncle, he wanted to do something on his own. And he knew I was in town, so he's like, I'm gonna hit up B-Mac. And I met with the guys, and at the time I was doing some ambassador work for Uber XL in South Florida, and I was having issues with like, some of the language barriers for like trying to give directions for the Uber driver to meet me. So when they just told me what they did, I was like, oh, let me be a part of this because we can get some Uber.
Right.
Still.
Right.
So, the language is universal. Everybody needs to understand
so it
each
brings
other.
everybody closer together.
Yeah.
And then, then I have a hangover cure that we just relaunched. 2.5 ounce shot. It has it's nanotechnology based, so all your electrolytes, B12, all that stuff is able to be absorbed in your body, and you've recovered in about like 20, 25 minutes.
Okay.
And then my foundation, my nonprofit that I do, I had a mental health awareness. I had a panel of athletes, reality stars, and then 2 therapists and a surgeon that spoke on my panel, and we discussed just different things regarding mental health.
Wow, nice.
Hey, man, I heard you got a singing group too, right?
Oh yeah, they have the NFL choir.
Oh, okay. The NFL choir. Yeah.
So we were on America's Got Talent, and they're bringing us back in October.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
So be
Can
on
we
the
hear
team.
something?
Come on, man, hit a little something for us. Go ahead, hit a little something.
Put a little bass into it.
Put some bass into it.
Nah, not this time. If I would have had a few drinks or something, I'd have turned this into karaoke.
Oh my God.
Oh boy. Okay. All right.
All right, man.
Look.
Well, this is What's Up, Chris. We'd like to thank you for joining us
Yes,
today,
sir.
Brian.
Thanks for coming in, brother. Thanks for coming in. Man.
Hopefully, we get a chance to get one of those drinks too, man. Send us one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Send me down. No, I thought you said about drinks. I'm like,
Right.
No.
What you talking about a drink?
Yeah. I'm gonna have one.
Hangover cure. Yeah.
Look,
Okay.
No.
I'm a tequila drinker.
Right.
Yeah.
All right,
I'm with
everybody.
you,
This
though,
is
bruh.
what's
I'm with you, though. I'm with
This is
you.
What's
Right.
Up, Chris. My name is Chris.
My name is Don Twin.
And I'm Damon Dixon.
And I'm B-Mac.
All
Be
right.
back. Be back.
All right. Oh my God.
Oh, man. Yes,
That's
sir.
a
That
wrap.
was good, man.
Okay.
That was good.
What up, Chris? Hey.